And now we go to China, where President Trump is about to start his third and final day there. Aside from the grand cultural performances and warm tea time, the two leaders of the world's superpowers got down to not-so-friendly business talks. According to officials there, Trump confronted his Chinese counterpart about the chronic trade imbalances between the two sides and pressed Beijing to take tougher measures when it comes to North Korea. Our Jung-hee tells us more.
Day 2 of U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to China was a jam-packed day for the two countries' leaders. The day's events also showed their similar but different approaches to the issues of North Korea and economic relations. At the joint news conference held Thursday afternoon, the two leaders showed their commitment to denuclearizing North Korea and agreed on the need to fully implement the UN Security Council resolutions. They also saw eye to eye in the need for relevant parties to pour their collective efforts into achieving peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula and surrounding region. But they still had diverging views on how to achieve the ultimate goal, President Trump stressing sanctions and pressure, and President Xi emphasizing dialogue and negotiation.
The two sides will continue to fully and strictly implement the UN Security Council resolutions. At the same time, the two sides will commit to work towards a solution through dialogue and negotiation.
We agreed on the need to fully implement all UN Security Council resolutions on North Korea and to increase economic pressure until North Korea abandons its reckless and dangerous path.
At an event before the news conference to promote business exchanges, Trump has also called on Xi to play a bigger role. He said China can solve the North Korea issue, quote, very easily and quickly, and urged Beijing to cut off all financial links with North Korea. But on the economic front, the two leaders were eager to further advance their bilateral trade and business ties. At the event, Chinese companies signed business contracts and two-way investment deals with the U.S. worth over $250 billion. Bloomberg reports most of the deals are likely to be concentrated in the energy sector. But President Trump, just as he did with his South Korean and Japanese counterparts, brought up the thorny issue of trade, saying he wants a fair and reciprocal trade.
As we all know, America has a huge annual trade deficit with China, a number beyond anything what anybody would understand. This number is shockingly hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Estimates are as high as $500 billion a year.
President Xi said China's investment in the U.S. is rising rapidly, helping to create over 140,000 American jobs, and added,
these are some great examples of the vast potential and the win-win nature of China-U.S. economic cooperation. China-U.S. economic relations and trade ties have achieved historic development, delivering benefits to our two peoples.
After his time with President Xi, Trump met with Chinese Premier Li Keqiang to discuss bilateral relations. Jung-hee, Arirang News.